What would be your message to Americans who are about to face the TikTok ban?
Maybe it's a good thing to have a bit less screen time.
Wait.
The statement I'm going to be making in this video is, we should not be using TikTok, and an explanation why we shouldn't be using TikTok. Using in a sense that we shouldn't be depending on TikTok like an addict depends on illicit substances. While we all know addicts don't need these substances, they will tell you that they need them to get through the day, that they depend on them to get through the day. Have you heard that from anyone else? Anywhere else?
Dude, just let us watch our Chinese app on our Chinese phone.
Yo, I don't know who needs to hear this, bro, but bro, TikTok getting banned is not the end of the world, bro. Stop!
I need this TikTok to get me through the day. I need this TikTok to help me go to sleep. Well, I'm telling you right now, we don't need that. We don't need TikTok to help us get through our lives. And using that analogy on how addicts claim they depend on these substances to get through the day, just think about that. Have you ever seen someone who's like, I just need a couple dollars and I'll be good. And, you know, it's fine, I'll be fine. And you're thinking to yourself,
Let me tell you something, mister. I know exactly who you are and why you're here.
they're gonna just go spend these couple of dollars on these substances, these illicit substances. Furthermore, you can give them a huge amount of money and it'll still go to the same cause. It would be pointless. So comparing to that to how people say they're depending on TikTok to get through the day, and when the TikTok ban happened, they were just panicking, crying, trying to find a solution, trying to find a replacement. I'm just looking at them crazy like,
Wait. Bitch, you better be joking.
do you need a replacement? Do you not see the problem? Do you not see how this dependency on this app, what it has created to people as a whole? And furthermore, more importantly, as to you as an individual, I remember going to my mom's house and she was like, and this was before the ban, she was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do each night before I go to bed. I'm just like, I don't know, maybe you could sleep, maybe you should get some rest for the full day of work you have tomorrow. Maybe that might be productive, I don't know. TikTok has created a void in people that once TikTok was taken away, they had no idea what to do with that void. So, why we shouldn't be using TikTok, why we shouldn't be depending on TikTok. We shouldn't have this void in our bodies, in our minds, that needs to be filled by an app.
Oh my God, I get it now. All it took was being held captive for 6 hours to realize it. Yeah.
You're being controlled by this app. And some things that I've noticed from this app that have caused negative emotions within people have been doom scrolling, people are fear mongering, people
Lord, I'm having a heart attack. Damn, this is some scary shit.
consumed in drama, and some of it's false, and it's not the real world. And when people are living in this virtual world, they're creating this mindset, and it's not a good one. It's a negative mindset that they produce it throughout their lives. They bring that negative energy into their lives, and then now all of a sudden they're having the worst day every day. All of a sudden they're depressed every day. All of a sudden there's no motivation. But you know what? I always have TikTok.
So, what do you think? You want to keep this marriage going a while longer?
At least until Morty has graduated high school.
And that's honestly the wrong mindset. That's honestly why I feel like a lot of people feel set back, because they're in the wrong mind space. All this negativity leads to depression, sadness, lack of motivation, and then you're stuck doom scrolling in bed, eating, maybe getting your DoorDash, eating your food, and just being here sad. And that's not healthy at all. And so during the ban, I just noticed a lot of anger, a lot of sadness. People literally thought their lives was over. And I talked about this a little bit in my video I made about what is the whole TikTok ban, how I can understand that people who've made an income on TikTok would be like, what am I gonna do now? But I've also provided multiple responses. You adapt and you figure it out. If any one of us lost our jobs today, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be upset? Probably, but is that all you're gonna do? Or are you gonna try and figure something else out?
Get your fucking ass up and work.
Like, complaining doesn't help.
Hoo-wee.
So, while I don't expect everyone to just completely stop using TikTok, I sure won't. And honestly, while I'm editing this video, I'm probably going to be scrolling on TikTok in between. It's a natural part of our lives now, which is unfortunate, but it's there. We can still create a balance, create some moderation using TikTok, so we're not having this void inside us that TikTok belongs in. We can keep TikTok for what it really should be, entertainment. It's healthy to have entertainment in your life. It's healthy to do things that make you happy. And if TikTok makes you happy, sure, but you shouldn't, like, that's where you draw the line.
Okay, all right, so that's where we'll draw the line.
Because once you start forming a dependency on TikTok, that's when you know you have a problem.
It's not your fault. Screw you, cut it out, man! It's not your fault. Why is it so hard? I didn't know it was gonna be so hard.
Also, going back to the analogy, don't partake in illicit substances. I know you can create a moderation for TikTok, but you can't create a moderation for substances that you should not be taking.
Well, it's official. I had too much to drink last night.
Consume less social media. Now, it might be hard at first, because me, I just, every time I'm like, get off of TikTok, let me go to Instagram. Get off of Instagram, let me go to YouTube. It's just so much social media out there, and there's just so many things to look at, so many videos to watch. But there's also a real world that you can do real world things in as well. Even if it's still online, virtual, because, like, honestly, the world now is virtual. Everything's on the internet. But you can do other things rather than scroll through 60-second, 15-second long videos. You can go read a blog. I hope people know how to read still. You can go watch educational videos. YouTube has like longer videos that you can keep your attention span on, build that back up. People's attention span is terrible nowadays. So you can watch longer videos, more educational videos, learn something, learn a skill, or be entertained by a longer story. I like true crime, so that's like these things actually happen. I like learning about them so I can be aware of what's actually happening in the world, because too many times have there been some type of kidnapping scam on TikTok and people are like so invested and it wasn't even real.
I'm so sorry. I apologize for trolling y'all like that. It was just a joke. I was just trying to show everybody that.
But if you would know about how true crime works, like how people in the real world works, how that kidnapping things work, then you would have known that those stories on TikTok weren't real. So transfer some of that time that you're spending on TikTok mainly, but anything where it's going to keep your attention span short, and transfer it to somewhere where your attention span can go longer. Start fact checking. Dive deeper into the topic that you hear. If you hear some story about something going on and it's concerning you or you're scared by it, do some more research on if it's true or not and how you can go about it. For instance, taking the whole TikTok ban, this app was very popular. Everyone loves the app. I love the app. So when I learned that it was going to be banned, I was just like, this kind of sucks. Like, I felt that sadness too. So, but I was like doing more research into it, because like, come on, they're really just going to ban this? They're really just going to take this away from us? And I asked people around me, like, what do you think? I asked for other opinions, and I came to the conclusion that, yeah, they might take it. I thought they were going to take it away though for like a couple of months, but I was like, we'll get it back. And even if we don't, we should be fine. There's other things to go and do. Here's something for being on TikTok. Create your own videos rather than just scrolling. Like, yeah, you can still scroll and watch other people's videos, but create your own. Build up that creativity in your own mind and make videos for yourself. That's more mentally stimulating than doom scrolling. Like, I can't believe that's actually a thing. Like, there's people who have made TikToks about it, how they've gotten bed sores from doom scrolling. Like,
the doom scrolling for the elderly, I think, is going to become a thing. I think it's becoming a thing. When my mom, we had done this last week with the paramedics and her numbers were really high and they said, you need to go to the hospital.
Are you kidding me? You're harming yourself for TikTok? Like, are you kidding me? It's just something that is crazy to me. And seeing how crazy that was from my viewpoint, I looked at myself. I'm just like, I don't want, like, anytime I catch myself doom scrolling, I'm like, you know what? I gotta do something else. Like, if that's putting my phone down, getting up, leaving the room, or putting on the TV, I'd rather watch TV than doom scroll. Rather watch like a new TV show and then maybe start a discussion about it, you know? Anything to get my mind moving. Because I know whenever I'm just scrolling, 2 seconds per video, 1 second per video, what is that doing for me?
Oh my god, what have I done?
Nothing. It does nothing for me except waste time. The time of my day is run low, and that's all. Like, that's crazy. Is that not crazy? That's crazy. That's the conclusion. We shouldn't be depending on TikTok, guys. Like, let's have it in our lives moderately. It's as simple as that. It might be a little hard to get out of that dependency, but it's possible. And you have to help yourself do that. Like, no one's gonna take away your phone for you. You gotta do that for yourself. So think about it. Think about what more you can do. How much more time you can have if you didn't spend it all on TikTok or even just like social media, Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. Just do something more productive and something more mentally stimulating.